Hey, what is going on, guys? This is CupcakeSmasher here, bringing you another video, and today I'm getting close to making another Legends attempt. I actually got up a little bit higher, around the 2850s, and then I went on like a 5-game losing streak, so that's kind of why I'm where I'm at now. But I'm doing pretty good, and the reason is I'm using this deck. This is my favorite deck of all time, and it is really successful against the Royal Giant. Now, I'm going to show you a bunch of these attacks real quick, but I do want to buy the guards from the shop. I've been trying to save my gold for upgrades, but I think it's important to get the guards right now because I think it'll prompt the algorithm to give me some more. So that'll be pretty good, and I only have 12 minutes left to do so. So I'm going to be getting them, and I'm going to be using them pretty soon in another video. But today I'm going to be showing you some Royal Giant battles. Now, this deck has been amazing against the Royal Giant. You can see here, this is Nick Wayne 54 from Royal with cheese. I sat here and I thought about it while I was playing. I was like, Royal with cheese, that makes no sense. Like, I know there's mac and cheese. I don't. What is Royal supposed to be? I didn't make any sense to me. But I'm starting out with a Prince right here because I'm starting to try and tease with him a little bit more, trying to see what little troops they have to deal with him, so I know if a Valk is an appropriate combo with him. But I'm going to run up with the Giant. Now here comes my Goblin Barrel, and I'm just ignoring his Royal Giant off the start here because I've really been annoyed with them, and so I've tried to just counter push because I feel that's a little bit more effective, especially because you can see his Royal Giant is going with 800 damage here, and my Giant, just with that Goblin Barrel for the little time it was alive, is going to get it down to about 300, and that's a far superior exchange. So that's what my main strategy has been doing. Now, this guy has been using a deck, or has a component of his deck as the P.E.K.K.A combo. Now, I was using this one a little bit the other day, and it's pretty good. It'll really melt through barbs and stuff, but obviously here's the issue, that minion horde. He doesn't even have arrows, so all he's going to be doing is stunning it. He goes with the zap on the Prince. I think he recognizes his trouble, but the little P.E.K.K.A does get through, and the mini P.E.K.K.A does do considerable damage just by itself, about 500 per strike, so it's nothing to laugh at, but my minion horde did great damage. Now the baby dragon is going to log onto the Giant. Now there he goes. Now these arrows are going to come in clutch that he's about to throw and take out my minion horde and one of the spear golems, but I'm still doing considerable damage. He says wow, and he knows he's in a lot of trouble because I have his king tower out about half health and his lane tower at a little bit less than half. He has about full health. I'm going to be using the tombstone. That's one of the big things against the Royal Giant, is getting that tombstone on top of him because those skeletons do considerable damage. Now, the way I laid it there isn't quite as good because with that, obviously it can be picked off, and also the Royal Giant will just sit there and pick it off from distance. Doesn't matter though because my Valk can distract his tower for that Goblin Barrel, and now I'm going to be taking down his tower a lot more. 500 health left now with the Prince Spear Golems. There's nothing he can do. He's going to throw a fireball off just to show he knew it was over, and that's going to be a good game right there. So that's number one, a 3 crown against the Royal Giant. So let me get into another one. So here comes another Royal Giant deck, guys. Level 8 versus level 8 here, so we're doing pretty good, and this one is a little bit more of a bizarre deck. Now, he does have one of the common strategies, and that is the Royal Giant Wizard. You can see that in the top right now, but he has a Witch as well. He really liked to use the Royal Giant Witch, which was kind of interesting. She does splash. I also tried this one out. I've been trying out so many different decks, guys. It's been kind of insane. But this Witch does do splash damage, so if he lays, if I were to have barbs or something, it would do some pretty good stuff. My Valk, though, going to be able to clear that out. He did get some skeletons through, which was kind of disappointing because that means, obviously, they're going to do some tower damage. And now I have a really bad setback. My Goblin Barrel was taken out by the skeleton army in the top. His spear golems did some work, but mine did pretty well as well. So 140 damage left is nothing to really ignore. I can take that out with really anything. Now, minion horde here, I had used my arrows on the skeleton army, so my minion horde had to come in here, and luckily for me, I took down his before those arrows got through, and that's going to work out pretty well. Here comes the spear golems, as I said, could come down pretty easy, and he didn't have anything he could do quickly. Poison spell would have been too slow, so good call on his part, not laying anything. Now, tombstone, again, I'm trying to hide it in by my tower, so when that Royal Giant comes, it'll be able to distract onto the tombstone instead of the tower at first. Now, waiting here to see where he goes. I want to go with the Prince to take care of the Royal Giant when that comes down, and now the Valk will clear out the Witch, and that'll be going pretty well for me. He's going to lay a Wizard. He backs off the Royal Giant, and now you can see my Prince is going to make through, take down this Wizard, and now here comes the Skeleton Army. If only he would have laid it a half second earlier, that would have been awesome for me, because then the Valk would not have stepped into the tower's range, but unfortunately that is not the case. So here we go. Now I'm going to be trying a giant Goblin Barrel here. You can see Goblin Barrel goes in the corner. Try to get rid of those arrows. There it goes. And now here comes the Giant. He's distracting both the towers. Now I'm going to arrow down the minion horde. That's going to work out really, really well for me. And this tower should be good to go. And there it goes. So tower down. 50 seconds left in the battle. Royal Giant walking up the lane. My minion horde is going to do some pretty good work. And he only lays a poison spell, which is a big mistake there because it's not going to be enough. I mean, it's just plain not going to be enough. Now, Witch goes down. I got lucky, though. Valk is going to be able to help clear that out. Prince on the opposite side. He has Skeleton Army. Again, I could arrow. I could do whatever. Spear Goblins are going to be my choice here just because I don't want to waste too much, because that minion horde was pretty daunting. 20 seconds left, though. I'm going to go with the giant Goblin Barrel here. I basically said, you know what, game over. I don't know what I can do. He's given up here. He recognizes that it is indeed game over, and he's not going to be mean to me at all. He's going to let me take that 3 crown, pad the stats a little bit, and there it is. Okay, guys, so those were both 3 crowning against the Royal Giant. My deck is working really well against it, but now I want to get into another 3 crown. Yeah, already spoiling the battle for you, but I think it's well worth it. So Spear Goblin's going to go down with that Princess off the start. It was a pretty good move on his part. She's going to be able to, you know, do some damage, but I did react quick enough where it will be okay. And now he didn't have much for my minion horde, and then they split up when they reach the tower. So I'm going to do so much damage, 1,500 damage off the start. That's really awesome, especially when he only did 400. We're going to exchange some of the emotes. He's going to fireball down my tombstone. That usually means hog, and in this case, that was correct. He's going to zap everything. So he's doing just traditional hog deck with the princess and everything. And now here we go. Giant, we got Prince. And now my Goblin Barrel is going to go over the top. He's getting ready to lay the Inferno Tower. That's not going to work too well for him, though, because my Giant Prince combo is going to just melt the Inferno Tower instead of it melting them. Now, with Giant and Prince, I'm doing really good stuff. Goblin Barrel did some damage, and now I've got both my Spear Goblins and everything onto the tower. Unfortunately for him, he puts his Fire Spirits way in the back. They're going to target only the Prince, and with these Spear Goblins and everything, boom, there it is, 1minute 20 seconds in, and already a 3 crown. This was up at 2780 was my cup count. This guy was up at 2900, and it was a huge take from him. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This was just some 3 crowning up in the legendary arena. Not the legendary. What am I talking about? The Royal Arena, but high Royal Arena. And I think I am on track to, you know, hit Legends Arena again soon. Let's see how long left in the season. 11 days, so really soon in the season to be pushing again, but I think I will be hitting it. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like it up, subscribe for more, and until next time, guys, this has been CupcakeSmasher bringing you another video.